Hello everyone, welcome to the Smashi Sports Show with a new couch and a new setting. It's very myself on it, but we'll try our best. Today is Monday, 16 June 2025. I'm Abdul Majid Awan.
And I'm Parth Joshi.
And I have a very nice host with me today. Aziz is on a leave. He's enjoying life in Tunisia and I don't know where else. But now we have Parth who has joined us. He's a Barca fan.
Yes, massive.
Why Barcelona? Messi or like some other reason?
Iniesta.
Oh my God! This is a like 2-hour episode on why Parth is a very good guy because I always love Barcelona for Iniesta, Xavi, and that midfield.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about Messi. We'll talk about it someday when Iniesta or someone is Iniesta actually did manage or coach in Qatar, I think, and he's currently in some role with UAE club or something.
He was in Russell Khema. I think.
Oh yeah, right.
Khema, yeah.
So these guys like legends. We like, bro, here. We need you here. But yeah, I remember that Iniesta picture. I think everyone will remember that the day he played the last match and without his boots.
At the Camp Nou, the farewell.
He was sitting on the grass, sad, and I looked at the picture and I was like, I will cry. I need to like stop looking at it. But yeah, some of the moments, some of the greatest moments of sports brought to you by Iniesta. But yeah. First of all, we have a very interesting Club World Cup going on. So today we're going to discuss that. Who's playing, who's not playing, who played, all the who, why, when, all the 5 Ws and 1 H. Mainly focus on Middle East because Smashi Sports, Middle East. And we're going to talk about the top 10 Middle East players that we found. It was a curated list, so we said, why not discuss the top 10 stars which are playing in the Club World Cup? Saudi Arabia won their CONCACAF Gold Cup opener 1-0 against Haiti. We'll discuss that, what happened and how Saudi Arabia can win that tournament. And Palestine's World Cup journey ended last Thursday. It's been a lot of time, but again, there's a lot of interviews and reactions that came out later. So we'll just summarize the whole journey of the Palestinian squad and their future plans where they're playing in 2027 Asian Cup final in Saudi Arabia.
Very close to the World Cup.
Yeah, just like last second penalty to Oman and they... But yeah, we'll talk about all of that. But let's start with the biggest thing that is happening right now. It's the summer and it's the 2025 Club World Cup. Ahly have done what no one was expecting them to do. They've kept Inter Milan and Messi silent.
They've kept Messi at bay.
Yeah.
Messi, Suarez, Busquets, all at bay.
Yeah.
And it's their goalkeeper who has actually bailed them out. 38 years old.
Imagine.
Fun fact.
Even I would not buy him on FIFA, right? 38-year-old.
On the day they played that game,
Yeah.
20 years ago in 2005, he kept a clean sheet against Egypt in the Under-20 World Cup.
Nice.
And then he keeps a clean sheet today against Ahly.
Yeah. So yeah, first of all, the 2025 World Cup is underway in the US and it's already delivering drama, history, and packed stadiums. I think the Ahly and Inter Miami match had 60,900 something fans, so nearly 60,000 fans. It's not a small number compared to a tournament which has seen a lot of controversy, like, oh, why is this happening?
We've seen a lot of reports of fans being allocated down and stuff like that, but it was a packed stadium compared to.
I think it was the Egyptians. Mostly it was the Egyptians. But yeah, all eyes are on Al Ahly of Egypt because they started the Middle Eastern, from the Middle Eastern clubs, they were the first to start off proceedings and they kicked off their campaign against Inter Miami. Goalless draw Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The US football fans would have been happy with that match. And despite missing a penalty, it was funny. I saw the penalty. I was like, why would you miss it?
There was also discussion between
the three players were fighting. I will take it. But yeah, Al Ahly impressed with the intensity and were cheered on by a sea of Egyptian fans.
So the game featured Lionel Messi.
Obviously,
he hit the crossbar in the final minutes, and also he's been trying to score from a corner from 2 years, and we saw that in the previous match as well. And that leaves Group A completely wide open because even the match yesterday, every team in Group A is on 1 point, but no goals. No goals in the group is just 1 point each. So very open group, a lot to see. The next match is against Palmeiras, Al Ahly versus Palmeiras on 19 June in New York. And I think that should be decisive for the qualification for the further rounds.
Yeah, and PSG, other matches, PSG dismantled Atletico Madrid. That's the word that was used. Literally 4-0 to Atletico Madrid. They're not a small team. They're a Spanish
It's a
giant,
definition of a
literally.
super team. It's Paris Saint-Germain. It's a super team.
PSG right now, 4-0. They did that. Bayern Munich.
But 4-0 is Seems like a baby compared to what Bayern did.
Yeah, Bayern 10-0. Biggest
Just-
win of the tournament so far.
Just classic.
They was
classic Bayern.
literally when you like start FIFA, they're like, "Oh, this is the training match. We want to see what you're level at." And sometimes, if you're a good FIFA player, you score like 10, 11 goals,
It's
and the
just,
computer is like,
it's just
"Bro,
for fun, when you're angry and just ranting on FIFA.
Yeah.
But huge respect to Auckland FC,
Yeah.
no doubt. Their players actually they're working full time jobs as well. So
Yeah.
a lot of them took annual leaves
Yeah.
to come and play against Bayern, and I'm pretty sure that
Yeah, I've realized that a lot of sports in worlds where those sports are not common, those people have jobs and
Exactly.
they play only on the weekends or the evenings. So extra effort goes from their side. So yeah,
I'm pretty
still.
sure OFC will be happy to see that there is someone representing their tournament
Yeah.
in the Club World Cup.
Yeah, and then 10-0 thrashing, we should be
To-
thankful
to
it
Ba-
wasn't
to Ba- to
20-0.
Bayern Munich, it's yeah.
Yeah, with Bayern, you can imagine it. It was a possibility, but so it's very contrasting things that are happening. Nil, 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 nil,
Yeah,
nil,
one
and
group is
then
0-0 and then
10-0 and
yeah,
4-0.
exactly.
But yeah, young star Jamal Musiala, he actually netted a hat trick for Bayern, and Kingsley Coman scored the tournament's first ever goal.
You could see like the celebrations gradually kept decreasing after
Yeah.
each goal. There was
You're
no
like,
high
bro,
fives as well.
don't
I
make
mean,
it
what
so
do you
easy,
expect?
right?
Yeah, exactly. Like they stopped doing
Yeah.
anything.
And then Saudi Giants, Al Hilal.
Yeah, so from the Gulf, Al Hilal are preparing to face Real Madrid in Group H. They have stars like Mitrovic, Joao Cancelo, and they are aiming for a deep run, obviously. And I think they will make a decent bit of a dig in the
Yeah.
tournament. But obviously, we'll have to see what Real Madrid does. They have not a completely new squad, but they have a few good transfers as well. They've got
Yeah.
Trent, so I think that'll be quite a fun watch.
And they're facing Pachuca and
Pachuca
Red Bull
and
Salzburg.
RB Salzburg.
So RB is a good team. I've realized over the years they're like a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good team. They
yeah.
export a lot of players.
If on their day they can score
Yeah.
goals. Yeah, they're very good.
So Al Hilal are the next ones to watch, and in Group G, Alain from the UAE will take on Manchester City. Juventus, third one is still not a big team, but still Wydad, Casablanca, they have to play that. But like City and Juventus, Alain will get a lot of experience from playing them. That's it. That's the best I can say. I don't know what will happen because this Auckland City match 10-0, I have realized I don't want it to happen to UAE.
I don't think it'll go that far. I
Yeah.
don't think City.
Yeah.
I could be proven completely
Yeah.
wrong, but I don't think City is going to go score 10 against Ale.
Not 10, but yeah, it won't be like an easy match.
Yeah, it for sure won't. Yeah, but again,
Best
I
philosophy-
actually do hope for
Yeah.
some sort of miracle.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I always believe that when you're a smaller team and you have such a big giant playing against you, just be Mourinho, park the bus and be like 90 minutes. They're not even going past the half line.
That could backfire, but against City,
Yeah.
that could work because City has
Yeah,
this season they've had problems
Yeah.
facing blocks. So yeah.
But with City, what I've realized, they pass so much and they want to play that beautiful tiki-taka. And there's a combination of so many styles. Said if you sit back a lot, it becomes very difficult.
yeah, because then
They're
they just
very
keep
good with
penetrating you,
counters.
and then
Yeah. So if you keep closing the gaps, it's impossible. for
exactly.
City to
It's just
come in.
it's all about concentration.
Yeah, just be 10 man in the back, bro. We're not letting
Just,
you
just,
go.
just sit in your own box.
Yeah,
that's
but
all.
no. Hopefully, best of luck to Alain from the UAE. It's a good team, not a bad team. So let's see what they will do against City and Juventus. And meanwhile, Esperance de Tunis, which was Aziz's team, he said one of his country's team is playing. They're in Group D against Chelsea, Flamingo, and LAFC. It's going to be a true test of North African resolve. Let's see what happens there. And then
So-
we have Group G. The Middle Eastern clubs are firmly in the spotlight. That's 2025 FIFA World Cup now.
You
All
never
the
know.
matches.
With the way this year is going, you could have any team win the trophy. Like any team who's on a trophy drought can just go and win this trophy.
So moving on from teams to stars, the very first star that I came across in the Middle East from the Middle Eastern lineups was Ashraf Hakimi, without any doubt, because he's the Moroccan star right back. He plays for PSG, won the Champions League. Finally, for the first time ever in the history of their history, after scoring in the Champions League final, Hakimi is being called the best in his position globally. and I believe that too. He's very
Debatable.
good. Yeah,
Debatable. Debatable.
I would say, like, again, I'm a very FIFA and very fantasy kind of a
Yeah,
football fan.
from that perspective,
It's
it
great
makes
to have
sense. Yeah,
Hakimi.
but
Yeah,
easily he is top three for sure. But the
yeah.
best,
Who would you say is the best?
honestly,
Not Middle Eastern, like overall. Like right now, the best left wing, left back. He plays like super. Like he's always running
thing with
forward.
Hakimi is I will say he has performed in the big games, but like again, it keeps getting debatable.
Ah.
I personally I don't think there is like an outright best right back in the world right now.
Yeah.
If we're talking left back, there is from the same team Hakimi
Yeah.
plays in PSG. Nuno Mendes is doing good,
Yeah,
but
Nuno
I
Mendes is
think
good.
right back not outright.
But yeah, so Hakimi is one of the players. The second one,
And the next one is Omar Marmoush from
Obviously,
Egypt.
yeah.
He was, he had a stunning season in the Bundesliga, and he was January transfer signing for Man City, and he actually did play a fair bit in the Champions League qualification this season. Given how their season has gone. So yeah, the Premier League giants are counting on him to deliver in the US after a very tough season. His pace and finishing could turn him into a breakout star.
yeah, and
Could do
then
wonders for him.
Umar Marmoush is the one to watch after Salah.
Yeah,
To be honest,
for sure,
be it
for sure.
national team, be it Manchester City, wherever he is playing, he's the next person to look forward to. Third one is Ali Al Bulehi, and he's a defender for Saudi Arabia. But he's just not a defender. He's a showman, known for riling up football royalty like Messi and Ronaldo. He's known for that. He's now set to face likes of Mbappe and Highland because they're playing City and Manchester City and Real Madrid. All Al Hilal's enforcer will bring both drama and grit to the Club World Cup. That's what.
Let's
the
see if he can ride
opinion
up
is.
Haaland and Mbappe.
Yeah.
It's like completing the Mount Rushmore of previous legends and
Yeah.
iconic
Yeah.
players now. So we also have Soufiane Rahimi, Morocco's forward with Alain. He was
Yeah.
unstoppable in the AFC Champions League. Though the form has dipped a bit, but Rahimi remains a game changer for sure. So if Alain do cause an upset, I think he will be playing a crucial role within those games.
And Iran's Mehdi Taremi is in the World Cup as well. Benched during Inter Milan's loss to PSG in the Champions League final. Taremi will be hungry to show his quality, obviously, and watch out for his goals as interface tough group rivals in Monterrey and River Plate.
And then obviously representing Algeria, we have Rami Ben Sebaini, who plays for Dortmund. He had a good season, even in the Champions League run. As a Barca fan, I watched him play against us. And in the second leg, I was scared that they were going to pull an upset. And he played a good part in that. And he's also very versatile. He's helped Dortmund strong finish this season. His presence will also be crucial as Dortmund do aim for a tournament run. Let's see
Yeah.
what they can try and do this summer.
And Brahim Diaz, not Ibrahim, Brahim Diaz of Real Madrid, another Moroccan to watch after Hakimi, born in Spain, raised in Manchester City. Diaz has evolved into a potent winger with Madrid chasing the Club World Cup title. Diaz's flair and quick feet will be central to their attacking play, 100%.
We'll see what happens versus Hilal.
Yeah. And then Saudi legend.
And Saudi legend Salim Al Dawsari is back on the global stage, known for his goal against Argentina. I mean, what
Where's
else,
Messi? Where's Messi? Where's Messi? I remember. I will never forget that.
The midfielder brings experience, technique, leadership, and this Club World Cup could be his chance to shine.
Yeah,
Let's
I think
see.
it's like the end of his career where he's
Yeah.
like leaving and just
Maybe
playing.
one last dance at
Yeah.
giving a dagger to some team. Let's see.
And we have a very surprise player from Palestine, Wasim Abu Ali. He's a feel-good story, Danish-born, and now Al Ahly's hero, Egyptian Al Ahly's hero. He became Egypt's top scorer and helped secure CAF Champions League glory. And he'll head the line for Al Ahly, which we saw, proudly representing both Palestine and Arab football on the world stage.
Definitely. And finally, we have Morocco's Osama Idrissi, who's now playing with Mexico and Pachuca. He's a former La Liga winger. Idrissi
Nice.
has found his rhythm again. His fair dribbling will be crucial if Pachuca want to change against the likes of
Al
Al Hilal and Real Madrid.
Didn't know Pachuca had a Moroccan player. Nice. See,
You learn
they're
something
so
new every day.
diverse.
You learn something new.
Yeah. And this is like the whole summary of the Club World Cup. When we come on Friday, we'll have more matches going on. We'll try to keep Club World Cup alive on our show because, again, 5 of our teams from the Middle East are playing there. Next up, Saudi Arabia have won their CONCACAF Gold Cup opener in Group D in San Diego, and they beat Haiti 1-0, and striker Saleh Al Shehri converted a 21st minute penalty, and goalkeeper Nawaf Al Akedi made key stops to preserve the clean sheet.
Yeah, so Haiti pushed hard, out shooting the Saudis, earning 11 corner kicks.
Yeah.
They just had a late chance in stoppage time, but Al Akidi denied Danny Jean to seal Saudi's victory.
Yeah.
And the result put Saudi Arabia on top of Group 3
Yeah.
top of Group D with 3 points.
Yeah, I was looking at the graph of like the match starts, and all the graph was on this side. And I was like, how did Saudi Arabia win? Possession, they had more possession. Strikes on goal, strikes without goal. Everything was in their favor, and still Saudi Arabia came up with a
I
win.
think we're seeing a lot of that in football
Yeah.
nowadays, where it's the Mourinho style of
Yeah,
classic
you
Mourinho
keep
style.
someone keeps attacking, and you find your
Just,
sweet
just it's
opportunity.
just you just need one chance
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, it's the goal that matters, not the
Yeah.
stats.
And Saudi's next test comes Thursday in Austin, Texas, when they face hosts USA. Big match. And I hope Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Trump will be watching the match closely. Who will win? Who will win? But yeah, fresh off a 5-0 triumph over Trinidad and Tobago, USA final. Good. The showdown could decide Group D's frontrunners. Haiti will look to bounce back against TNT later that day.
Yeah, so it was a strong debut for Saudi. They're not just participants; they are here to actually seriously compete. So they have momentum and they'll aim to challenge the US and secure a quarterfinal spot at least, I think. So we'll stay tuned and see what happens in Group D this week.
So they won one, even if they lose like against US TNT, the other team.
Yeah.
They're not Trinidad and Tobago basically. They're not a big team. I remember before the Qatar World Cup, there was a whole documentary where they highlighted like smaller teams and then
Exactly,
bigger teams. Yeah,
exactly.
Trinidad and Tobago was
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
them. And the way they were talking about it, I was like, bro, these people live, breathes football. But yeah, they're a good team. They're a good bunch. They haven't had like success, but let's see.
We'll
Maybe
see.
they win the Gold Cup, but we are hopeful that Saudi Arabia wins.
You can't count anyone out right now.
So throughout this tournament, Saudi Arabia is the only team from the Middle East. I tried to find others. There's no one. There's only Saudi Arabia. So hopefully, we are rooting for you, Saudi Arabia. You're our neighbors. And lastly, this was a whole feature that I read on Associated Press, and it had a lot of great quotes. It's like a whole summary of the Palestinian World Cup journey. So that is why I wanted it as the last story, as a feature. Before we sign off, and it was a heartbreaking end, to be honest, to Palestine's historic World Cup journey.
Very
At the King Abdullah II Stadium in Amman last Thursday, and a controversial penalty deep into stoppage time against Oman ended their hopes of advancing, despite a courageous 16-game campaign and the weight of war which is happening, the genocide being carried out by Israel on their shoulders. They still somehow got the
They
courage and played.
needed to win their last 3 Group B matches to
Yeah.
take to make the next playoff stage for the World Cup, and they had victories against Iraq in March. They
Also beat Kuwait earlier this month.
they beat Kuwait as well. Yeah, so they were leading 1-0 in the 97th minute when 97th
Yeah.
minute. Just to repeat that for you, and a late penalty decision made it 1-1, and all their hopes had faded.
And striker Uday Dabakh called it very hard and said the team had given everything. In the aftermath, players wept on the pitch. We saw all the visuals. And the Palestinian Football Association filed an official complaint to FIFA over the penalty as well. But the result stood, obviously. And the team finished 1 point behind Oman, missing out on a playoff spot.
So the campaign was obviously already faced by a lot of
Yeah.
adversity going on. So they could not play their home matches, but their matches were played in Amman.
Yeah.
And obviously that place is a home to a very large Palestinian
Jordan
community.
is like 60-70% Palestinian.
Exactly, yeah. And coach Ilhab Abuzar said that the players said the players brought pride and beauty to a grieving nation. So they can go with their heads held high, for sure.
And there's been no domestic football since the war began in 2023. Many athletes are among the 55,000 Palestinians killed. So it's not just civilians, kids, women. It's also the athletes that have died throughout the Israel's genocide in Gaza, and sports facilities have been destroyed. So still the team trained abroad thanks to Qatar, Algeria, and to an extent Saudi Arabia also. They provided them with safe haven facilities to train because they couldn't play their home matches in Gaza or West Bank.
So the next
and
goal
yeah,
is for them is the 2027
yeah,
Asian Cup in Saudi Arabia, for which Palestine has, they've already
qualified.
qualified for it. The dream is not over. It's just delayed a bit. That's what the bark says. And with football, they'll continue to carry a message of resilience, unity, and hope for millions of Palestinians around the world.
Yeah, that's the stories for today. The Club World Cup summary. Saudi Arabia winning their opener in Gold Cup 1-0, and then Palestine now looking forward, hopeful, resilient as ever. Apart from that, we at Smashi Sports, we have a portal, Smashi TV. You all know about it. We always talk about it. We streamed all the matches of the MENA Cup, and there was under 9 category, under 10, under 11, and under 12 category. Before the show, my producer gave me a whole summary of what happened because I was busy. I couldn't watch the matches, but it's like kids, teenagers playing the football, and I saw the highlights. I didn't just know who won. But in the under 19 category, just to give you a brief summary of what happened, so it's called the Gold Cup final. So under 9 category, 7 Falcons Academy and the Futsal Academy 2, they drew 1-1. But then on penalties, 7 Falcons Academy won 2-1. So that's good. Oh, sorry, it was the overtime, I think. Ujjwal, it was overtime. Under 19, oh, sorry, it's overtime.
Extra time,
They
yeah.
scored the goal in overtime. It's not penalties, it's a goal that 7 Falcons Academy scored in overtime. Then in under 10, wait, let me open it quickly. Under 10, the Futsal Academy, not 2 won the under 19 one. The Futsal Academy won 1-0 against Elite Dubai Academy. Then there was under 11 matches also. I lost it. Wait. Yeah, I found it. So in under 11, the Futsal Academy won again. I think they won literally everything, or at least they were in the final for everything. So the Futsal Academy, their under 11 team, won 3-0 against Empire. And the last under 12 final, Gold Cup final in the MENA Cup, Al Qua SA Black basically lost, and Elite Dubai Academy, finally, someone else won apart from them. But Elite Dubai Academy won 2-1. You can watch all the matches, all the highlights, all the matches were streamed on Smashi TV, so you can watch it live, like repeat on Smashi.tv. Right now, our schedule is empty because it's summers and no one plays sports in summers. It's very difficult. But
Not in this weather.
yeah, but indoor games are always there. The way basketball club matches may happen. I don't remember. Ujjwal, did we win? The way basketball club, what happened to them? Well, they have to play. They have to. So yeah, the Dubai Basketball Club, handball matches, football, UAE League, we're the title sponsors for the UAE football team. All of those things. Whatever you want to know about the MENA Cup, just follow us on our podcast. 1, 2, follow us on Smashy Sports on Instagram. Wherever you want to find us, just find us at Smashy Sports, and we'll see you on Friday with my new host Parth. If you want to give feedback on how he was, you can give. Or if you say, bring Aziz back, we'll bring Aziz back. But no, Parth is a good guy. He's a Barcelona fan. And as soon as he said Iniesta, now he's my favorite.
I'm also open to debates. So if anyone wants to, say anything about Barca,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
He's not the diehard fan. No, Messi is the best player in the world.
No, I am.
Sometimes he agrees that Ronaldo
Messi
can
is
be the best.
No, Messi is the best. Messi
Well,
is the best. That's
This is another debate for like 2 hours we'll have. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. If you're listening, if you're watching, whatever you're doing, thank you so much. Thank you for liking and making us like do all of this stuff. If you don't watch and listen, we won't do it. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you for supporting.
And this is the Smashy Sports Show, a part of Smashy Sports production, part of the larger Augustus Media Podcast Network. We have 1.5 million monthly listeners across all our platforms, across all our shows. We have a Smashy Business Show. We have the Love in Dubai Show. We have so many shows on Augustus Media Podcast Network. You can go and watch and listen to all of them. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you on Friday.
See you.